I'm here representing the Vice Chancellor of the university, who is not here today because of other pressing responsibilities. But I'm with the team representing the entire senior management of this university. So I'm with the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of finance and administration. The name is Richard. So I'm with the deans of faculties. We have 4 faculties: the Faculty of Environmental Studies, the Faculty of Computer Sciences, the Faculty of Business, and the Faculty of Law. So Dr. Enan is the Dean of Computer Science. We are with the Professor Anthony. He's in charge of cooperation. We are with the Dean of Faculty of Environmental Sciences, Dr. Christoph. We are with the Dean of Business Studies, Dr. Christine. We are with Madame Nina, in charge of public relations. We are with the Director of ICT, the name is Claude. We are with the Registrar of the University, the name is Gilbert. And we are with the person in charge of ICT who is helping us to facilitate the communication and YouTube recording information.
Thank you.
So you are most welcome. The purpose of this session is just to welcome you as you inform us that you will visit us. So the purpose of this session is just to welcome you and to give you time to share with us the purpose of your visit, and even share experiences and look for the plan for the future. So thank you very much, and you are most welcome.
Thank you. Dear Chancellor, let us introduce ourselves as well as a delegation. My name is Krzysztof Buzalski. I am the ambassador of Poland to Rwanda.
Tomasz Jamrus, Director of the Department of Economic Cooperation at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Pleased to meet you.
Tomasz Marężak, I'm a professor at the University of Columbia, and also I'm a director and founder of the scientific startup.
Damian Kasperczyk, I'm professor on University in Columbia, but I'm also the CEO and co-founder of EcoInventica Ltd. We are focused on the biopurification of air.
I'm Joanna Stanowska. I work for the Ministry of Climate and Environment, and I'm head of vehicle relations.
Good afternoon. My name is Anna Maleta. I'm the head of the unit at the Department of Economic Cooperation at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Hello, my name is Roman Sobczyk. I am Doctor of Agricultural Sciences. I represent the Ecotop company.
Hello, my name is Sławek Kasper. PowerCop is my company, and we are mostly focused on biomass, smart collecting and processing into electricity, heat if it's needed, and also we manage carbon credits.
Good afternoon. My name is Charles Singarambe. I'm the Honor Council of Poland.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Damian Bijak, and I'm an economic policy specialist in Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the African and Eastern Market Unit.
Good afternoon. My name is Tomasz Gajc. I'm the Charge d'Affaires of the Embassy of Poland in Kigali.
Thank you very much. Without taking long, the time is given to you just to share with us the purpose of the visit and sharing experience. And then after the session, we shall go to the conclusion and the way forward. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And we apologize for a limited time that we have for this meeting this time because, well, as the ambassador said, there has been plenty of meetings, and you know there was some delay as we were moving across Kigali several times only today. But still, we wanted to take this opportunity that we are here in Kigali, and because we need for the camera, right? Okay, sorry. That we are here in Kigali to also establish contacts with your esteemed university. We are looking forward to explore options for cooperation, mainly today in the field of environmental studies, environmental engineering, environmental protection. But in future, we of course are willing to explore options for cooperation also in other fields. So our embassy will be in contact with you, and we are also looking forward for opportunities in other fields. Regarding the field of expertise in the environmental protection, we definitely are willing to explore options for maybe even implementing joint projects on a pilot scale. We've learned that you already have a kind of a small project concerning a pocket garden. Is that correct?
Yes. And maybe the wastewater treatment plant.
Oh, you have a wastewater treatment plant. Not okay. Wastewater treatment. Okay. Also using the plants, right? Plants to treat wastewater. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So actually, this is one of the fields which is also in the core of our interests. And one of the companies being represented here today is also, willing to explore options for maybe implementing something together, depending on, on our further dialogue. But basically, we are offering solutions which could then be deployed more widely to the Rwandan economy. But first, we would like to partner with universities, research institutes in Rwanda, and construct such facilities, measure their performance, so that on this pilot scale, we can be sure that the deployment on a wider scale will bring results that we expect such a project to bring. So maybe the best way to continue on our side will be to pass the floor, first of all, to the representative of a company providing this sort of solution, so that in a few sentences you could get a little bit more details regarding the technology on offer. And maybe then those companies who feel that this is the area of intervention that they represent, and that they would also like to have maybe explored regarding possible relations with the Adventist University of Kigali, to just raise their hands and take the floor, okay? So that we are more effective in terms of further proceedings. If that's fine with you, then we will proceed with my colleague from the Intish company, right? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Director. Good afternoon once again. My name is Tomasz Warezak. Like I said, I live in two worlds. I'm academic, and also I'm a director and founder of the scientific company. So my goal is implementation research results, and implementation our technologies. One of them is a hydrophyte bioreactor, is a biological wastewater treatment plant. Of course, the main advantage of this technology is high efficiency in removing pollution from wastewater, like organic pollutions, the nitrogen, phosphorus, or even heavy metals. The second one is this technology is in the line of nature-based solutions. So it's this is the future of the green technologies, NBS and NBS. And the third one, the third advantage important for us, that we have implemented 6,000 individual installation in Poland, in Europe. So we have a lot of experience how to design, how to build, how it works in first year, how it works after 5, 10, or 15 years. I'm a PhD supervisor about how it works, this technology, about 15 years. We have PhD defense in 2 weeks, so this is the end of the road. Like Mr. Director said, we're looking partners to build a demo project in Africa, in Rwanda, maybe in the cooperation with your university, to show how, first of all, maybe not implementation my technology. We're planning to design together with the students, maybe PhD students, maybe researcher, new technology to take the local content, like for example, the plants. We're using one type of plants in Poland. We must find different on the local plants, local typical for Rwanda, and the same with the organic fields inside the bioreactor. So we're thinking to build a demo project and start doing the research together. Like I said, design, build, and start the research. This is I think this is the core of our thinking about the cooperation.
So this is about wastewater treatment facilities based on hydrophyte reactors, so solution based on nature, and the one that could be, a solution for relatively sparsely populated areas or areas with no real realistic plan to be connected to the sewerage network. So this is the kind of challenge that also Rwanda is facing, and for that reason we think that a research on that could not only push further the capacity building in Rwanda, but also have positive effects for the economy. And is anybody else from the company side who would like to take the floor?
I can only say if they are thinking about the wastewater treatment plants, if you are thinking also about the odor emission reduction. It is also connected with this or not? Maybe it's a more question, and if yes, so then I can say a few words about our technology, but if no, so I don't want to take too much time. So maybe,
So maybe if okay, yes, please.
Yeah, I'd just like to say a few words because my company is mostly oriented on biomass. So if you have a, shall we say, free access to biomass, we can provide a solution to exchange it based on the pyrolysis and the gasification process into electricity, and the side product is a biochar. You probably know the charcoal, so the biochar is a kind of charcoal, and we also manage the certification process to obtain carbon credits. I'm going to leave my catalog with quite detailed description of a different kind of technologies, so feel free to contact me, and maybe one day one of those solutions can be needed. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I represent a Ecotop company. Sewage sludge and other organic wastes can be successfully processed into a useful product. Organic wastes add significantly to the total mass of municipal waste and ends up in landfill unnecessarily. We know how to reduce the amount of waste and make a product from it that can be safely returned to the natural cycle with harmonizing the environment. The most important part of the technology is to produce a fertilizer product from the waste that is useful to the farmer and above all safe for people and the environment, but also finally acceptable. Thank you.
Okay, so these are the fields that are being represented here today by our companies. We, when we are talking about the proposed way forward, we could envisage having after this initial contact that we hopefully have established already with you, to have a continuation in the form of video conference, so that we could discuss these fields in a more detailed manner. And well, of course, the scale of our engagement will also depend on the possibility of discussing the project, which is also interesting to the side of the University of Kigali. But apart from that, once we discuss once we have discussed the scope of the project, then the key challenge will be to also identify a source of financing for this, for the implementation. If we find, we believe that also your university has some, connections to the source of financing in terms of international institutions. We also are part of scientific networks which is funding research and development, especially many funds are available for Africa and Rwanda in particular, because Rwanda is really achieving a lot with the aid money. So defining scope of a possible project or projects is the first step. Then jointly thinking and jointly striving for obtaining appropriate financing. Some sort of support may be even possible from our side. That's still to be defined. But the key thing is also to have a plan to engage external sources of financing, the international financing institutions predominantly, and of course such entities like Green Climate Fund, because these solutions that we are willing to discuss are all perfectly fitting with the most advanced thinking of the UNFCCC negotiations, right? So like nature-based solutions, so the solutions which have, maximum limitation of intervention in the environment, and we as human beings, of course, are being part of the environment. So, fighting climate change will definitely require more and more of this type of solutions. So in short, if we will provide you also with a description of the technologies presented here today, so that you could have a more thorough discussion internally on that. We will also present you with catalogs, also outlining different other technologies. All of them are from the domain of environmental protection. Some of them are also connected to the ICT field, because also, especially the energy efficiency measures are, as we know, now possible to attain by employing the most modern achievements of the development of IT technologies, and predominantly AI and so on, sensors and so forth. So this, in short, could be a plan for the future. If you are interested, we would be very eager to have this conversation continued, online probably, so that we could identify fields of mutual interest and prepare initial project proposals, right? And then, of course, that would give us more or less orientation, how much financing is required for these projects, and then we could work together to somehow identify sources of financing for these projects. So this is the kind of phase one. If we succeed in this phase one, and the objective of the phase one is to have
one or more demonstration projects implemented with the active involvement of your university. If we succeed in that, then of course phase 2 is to look for deployment with already proof of concept, right? Because this will be the result of the phase 1 to the industry, to the economy in Rwanda, right? So, and for that reason, also involving partners which would be potential beneficiary of phase 2, so of this deployment phase of a scaled-up project, involving these partners already in phase 1, at least, you know, as part of the demo projects, is of course advisable, if not actually required, because we would like to help the University of Kigali build up its capacity owing to the involvement of our scientists, but we would like this research, this applied research, to have maximum possible chances to see the deployment on a wider scale, right? But as such, of course, in the process of this phase 1 approach, we see that it could bring tangible benefits for your students, because they could also, at least part of them, will have the chance to, you know, to be part of this and be taught using this pilot installations. But the key question is also how you would envisage that, given the you know, that we still have to work together on identifying possible sources of financing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our dear visitors, for the presentation, which is very clear, consistent, and understandable. We really thank you very much. Maybe before I say something, let me give time to my colleagues, starting from the Dean of Faculty of Environmental Studies, to tell us something in reaction from what has been presented, because most of the items are related to environmental studies. Thank you. Dean, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, visitors, for this time. As it has been said, we have the Faculty of Environmental Studies, and the faculty having different departments at undergraduate and masters. Apart from teaching and graduating our students, we also involved in community outreach, where we use the available means to reach the community. Based on this, we have a research center, having laboratories, having the capacity to analyze soil and water. We use to go at community level to help local people to benefit from these facilities from the university. Apart from this research center, as you said, we have a constructed wetland as a typical example where we do wastewater management. If time allows, we may go there and see how it has been done. In addition to that, we work with other partners in the field of environment in order to reach the target of community outreach. Among these key partners, I can mention the Rwandan Association of Professional Environmental Practitioners, known as RAPEP. Normally in Rwanda, all projects oriented in environment, we use, one among the requirements is to do the environmental impact assessment. And this association, in partnership with UNILAK, where we used to collaborate for the capacity building of the members of this association, for the sake of maintaining the environment in all different projects that are implemented in Rwanda. including the environmental impact assessment, like strategic environmental assessment, environmental and social management framework, and the other details. This is being used as another channel used by university to collaborate, to partner with the different stakeholders in the domain in order to see, apart from teaching, graduating our students, what can be done for the sake of serving the Rwandan community. Not only that, we have different projects that are done, coming back on what you mentioned, for the source of finance. Most of the time when we see the call for proposal and project, we use also to look for universities from outside, from Europe, specifically for European Union. When we are applying, it's also another channel to collaborate with the institution or universities from Poland, because most of those grant requires to partner with not only African universities, but also European and Asian. I think is also another opportunity which will be exploited for the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Dean of Faculty, another person.
Okay, I would like to thank the delegation for visiting, and also say that we are really very open to this kind of project that is presented. Mainly the Thomas project for water treatment, because it's a big challenge here in Rwanda. Now that the country is developing mainly into its infrastructure, the real estate, etc., you find that there's a problem of treating the waters. So the solution might be very useful for university, schools, and real estate industry. And we don't have. So far, I think many of the waters that are used are sent out in the nature without being treated, which causes big problems. And also biomass. I think biomass also is something interesting for countries like these ones in Africa, where electricity is not largely used. The forests are being wiped out. So other solution might be also very interesting. So the point that you raised about finance, this is where I want to talk. I think our universities, they are still young. They are building their capacities. And when you compare of what we are doing to what is being done in Western countries, you find that we are still in a phase of teaching graduating students and not linking really what we do with industry. I heard that you are maybe director of startups, something. Our universities are not going into research to create companies. So I think UNILAK, our university, might benefit from demonstration like these ones. It will be also an opportunity for us to start thinking on how to build this link between the science and the industry. So this is very interesting for us. And the last point is the issue of financing of these initiatives. Financing is really a challenge. But as we said, Rwanda is now on the spot. We need only to open our eye and see where are the source of funds. We have already started with some small projects that are funded through Erasmus Plus, Erasmus, etc. And for this kind of application for project, it requires that we get a partner from Europe, a European university. So I think through this partnership, we might get also an opening to funds that are not available to us now, but in partnership with you, that we might get access to. So my small intervention was to say that we are really interested, And we look forward to working with you into building our capacities, but also looking towards beneficial kind of cooperation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Finance and Administration. And thank you very much, Dean of Faculty. And once again, thank you very much, our dear visitors. What you have said and what my colleagues have said, it's really very interesting and important in this particular time. As my colleague has said, we are teaching, we are also pushing to do the research. As you know, the mandate of higher learning institution, first of all, should be research, even though we start by teaching. Because it is from research that people produce knowledge. Then from knowledge produced by the research, people teach. Then from teaching goes to the economy. In other words, we need to develop more research in order to produce more knowledge, and good knowledge produce more economy. And it's good that our country is really very eager to work on this, because even our political orientation of our education is a knowledge-based economy. That is what we are striving for. So we are very interested. I think, yeah, learning by doing. So sincerely, we are very interested. That's number one. Number two, we are in this field of environmental studies, even though maybe the level is still progressive, but we are in the field. Together, we may discover more things new in this area of our country. And again, how we would approach this one, the approach has already found. Together, we can. I think that's the main approach. When people are together and when people are committed, the rest is runnable. The rest comes from their commitment. Once again, thank you very much. Maybe if there is no any other maybe point, I have been informed that you have limited time. So we can give more time. Just say a short time if there's somebody who want to say something else. Our dear visitors, we don't want to take you long, because I know the time is always against with our plans. So otherwise, if there is no any other point, Professor Anton, do you have something to say? Yeah, because he's in charge of partnership. Yeah, if there is no any other additional point for keeping our time, we can officially close this session. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
See the your installation to wastewater treatment plant. Just take a look. Can we see? You've got the small installation, your small wastewater treatment plant.
So, is it close? I mean, close from here? 5 minutes walk. Okay, so if we could just have a very short look at this installation, okay? Okay, great. Thank you very much.